kids have all been on mission trips, and we're willing to write the check. But I've not personally been on a mission trip before.
We love to travel as a family like most people do, and we had done Disney World and all these great fun trips, and I think we just really were very convicted that we were doing a lot of things for pleasure and not for others.
The trip really helped us, and especially myself, get out of our environment here as far as what we think is important and our priorities here. All of a sudden, those changed quickly when we went to Belize. And we had an opportunity, and it was a great opportunity because we were in a school and we got to know the kids, and we got to share Christ with them, which is of course so important, but we also got to love on them. And I think that was so much because we were showing Christ's love, and that was special to me.
I did not want to go out of the country on a mission trip. I just wanted to stay here in my comfort zone and minister to people around me, and there's a mission field all around me every day. But of course, God doesn't leave us in our comfort zones. He wants to call us out into places that are sometimes scary.
When I got there, I really didn't know what to think, but after I finished that trip, something in my mind clicked about missions and poverty and the poor people that are everywhere, my materialism, my spiritual life, and it's exactly what our mission wants to accomplish. Is you get somebody like me, and he goes, he's never been exposed to it, he goes, he has a great time, and then he's hooked into mission and evangelism for the rest of his life.
It's not hard to depend on yourself when every imaginable resource is available to you. And that's true of almost all of us in this country. We just have so much that sometimes we forget how really dependent we are on the Lord. And I am reminded of that when I see abject poverty like we saw in Nicaragua. And so it's wonderful to have what we need and to be able to provide for our children, our grandchildren. But if we don't keep that in the right balance, that privilege can become something that really separates us from the Lord, and I do not want to be guilty of that.
Our lives don't have to be perfect. Situations don't have to be perfect. Circumstances can be different. Jesus just calls us to come as we are. And that was such a faith-building thing on a mission trip, because I went totally with nothing to offer, and knowing that I had no control over the situations, that there was nothing I could accomplish on my own. And I was so desperate for Jesus and just clinging to Him so hard, and that is when we see His faithfulness come through the most, when we realize that I have nothing to give, and it's not about me, it's all about Him.
I would just encourage anybody who is thinking about going on a mission trip to just take the plunge and just see what God can do with your life. You will never know unless you step out there in faith. The things that He can do in your own life and in the life of your children and the life of your family, and even as you come back, the testimony that you will share with others, it is transforming to yourself, and it's transforming in that part of the world that you go to. You will see the both and. It is the here and it is the there as well. There's nothing like it.
When you go on a short-term mission trip, or when you get out of your comfort zone in any way based on faith, God is going to prevail. God is going to provide. God is going to meet your needs. And at that moment, God is basically saying, give me a chance to be God. Please let go, which is real faith in Him and really seeing Him provide in a supernatural way.